Good morning, Eagles. Let's get ready to soar. Today is Wednesday, February 5th, and today's focus is about doing what's right even when it is difficult. So with this, we have our character value and word of the day, integrity and commitment. So integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. Commitment is dedication to a promise or task no matter the challenges. For example, when we get into our math part and science and history, we're going to speak about the Panama Canal. Now, this was completed because workers and engineers stayed committed despite extreme obstacles. They used their integrity to make sure the job was done right. Now, we will talk more about the Panama Canal soon, of course, a canal that goes through Central America to connect the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans together. Now, for great achievements, as you know, they require both integrity and commitment. What will you stay committed to today, the rest of the month of February, and also the rest of 2025? Now, our joke of the day: why did the teacher go to school with sunglasses? Because she had bright students. Okay, a couple of announcements and reminders. Student council elections were planned to be tomorrow. However, they will be postponed to next week. Esther Awards, as you know, are also coming up next week on Monday, February 10th. And this month's focus is about global citizen and lifelong learner. Teachers, make sure your nominees have already been submitted. That way certificates can be made tomorrow. Okay. Movie night will also be next week, Thursday, February 13th. Students, please submit your movie suggestions for approval to your homeroom teacher. And final announcement here is on February 14th, which will be Valentine's Day, by the way, in some countries, including the United States. There will not be any school. However, teachers will still be here for a fun and exciting day of professional development. By the way, we also have another break coming up too, and that will be February 27th and February 28th, because this will be the end of trimester number 2. Now, back to this part about the Panama Canal, a story of integrity and engineering. So on February 5th, today's date, 1900s or 125 years ago, plans for the Panama Canal took shape, a project that would challenge both science and engineering, and the principles of integrity and commitment. The first attempt, led by the French, failed due to disease, poor planning, and engineering miscalculations. They just didn't quite have the right commitment. Now, instead of giving up, the United States stepped in, applying scientific innovation and ethical responsibility to fix mistakes by the French. Success ensued. In science, engineers, of course, designed a lock system, which is also in the PowerPoint if you want to take a look at that, using physics and water pressure to lift and lower ships safely across the canal, making passage possible without the need to dig at sea level. Now, by 1914, the canal was completed, forever changing global trade. This was only possible because leaders, engineers, and workers stayed committed to doing things the right way. Now, integrity in science and leadership made the impossible a reality. And because of this, we now have a permanent canal that connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans together. Now, this brings us to our math challenge question of the day, the cost of passage. So as you know, put your answer on a sheet of paper, your name on it, today's date, and the first one to hand it in to me with the correct answer will receive a prize. Okay, so we have 3 identical ships, and they are passing through the Panama Canal. Each ship weighs 50,000 metric tons. The current cost per metric ton to pass through the canal is $5. So what is the total cost for all 3 ships to travel through the Panama Canal? So with 3 identical ships, they each weigh 50,000 metric tons, and the cost per metric ton to pass through the canal is $5. So what will the total cost be? All right, so in closing, Integrity means standing by your commitments, same as with the Panama Canal, doing what's right and seeing through to the end, even when tasks happen to be impossible or appear to be impossible. So whether in leadership, science, or history, integrity is what makes great achievements possible. Have an amazing, integrity-filled day